On the blocked field goal, I mean, you guys seem to be kind of humming on offense early on that first drive, and then some things went wrong. What did that series of events that ended that possession and the blocked field goal, what did that do for the rest of the night for you?
Well, you're gonna have play. You know, you hope you don't have plays like that. You're gonna have some bad ones throughout the game. You know that you give up 7 on special teams and you give up 7 on offense, and that's 14 points right there, and a field goal. They missed the extra point. It was 16 points early. Still competing, but just could never really string it together, Mark. Really in any area.
7 sacks, I think 12 quarterback hits. What was wrong with the protection?
Well, we got into one of those games as the game went on where we were throwing the ball and they knew we had to throw the ball. We're down a bunch. Have to look at the tape for some of the stuff. But obviously it wasn't good enough. No area was good enough tonight, from protection to coaching to running to tackling, whatever it may be, you name it, wasn't good enough.
Brian, did you ever think of taking Daniel out because he took a pretty big beating in the game?
Yeah, no. I was going to let him see it through there just until that last series. Try to get something positive going, Dan. We didn't have much going. Just wanted to try to get a positive drive and try to punch the ball into the end zone. But that didn't happen.
Seemed like kind of a rough night for your rookies tonight, their first timers. Did you? I mean, obviously without looking at film.
I'd have to go back and look at it, Mark. I'd have to go back and look at it.
What's your concern level with the offensive line at this point? Particularly the right side seemed to have a.
Yeah, I'd say there's we got a lot of work to do in every area, Jordan. Not just the offensive line, every area on the field, from coaching to offense to defense to the kicking game, and that's what we'll do.
There's a lot of talk after last season about bridging the gap between you guys and the others in the division. Are you worried at all about what a loss like this could do, big picture and long term?
Yeah, no, I'm focused on trying to improve, and there's a lot to improve on. So, it's one game. It wasn't a good game. Don't sugarcoat it. It was a bad game, and that's on me. And we'll work to get the things we need to get fixed, which is certainly plenty of things.
What was your message to them after losing?
Just that. Yeah, just that.
Do you think any changes need to be made on the offensive line?
Yeah, look, we just got skunked here 40-0. So there's when you play a game like that and coach a game like that, there's nothing that's good enough. And our job is to go back and look at it with a critical eye, just like we would do in any game. But 40-0 is not a good score, obviously. So a lot to work on, and that's what we'll do.
Is there anything you can take away from Daniel's play tonight?
Yeah, I just say in every area we weren't good enough, and I'll take that.
Did you have any issues with the effort in the second half? You seemed like they came out kind of flat.
No, I mean they went down and drove right down the field. But those guys, look, those guys are competitors. Obviously the result didn't show tonight, but no, like that's not us. That's not us just to insinuate that someone's not giving effort. Everybody gives balls out effort. We just didn't do a good enough job executing. But I don't question that. Not ever.
Did he catch you by surprise? How basically all the operations on all 3 sides kind of failed?
Yeah, look, I'd say it again, Pat. Wasn't good enough in any area. So a lot to work on, and that's what we'll do.
How did Darren come through the game? I mean, he kind of
think
out before everybody else. Was that just precaution, or
he made it through. He made it through. Yeah, I think the only thing I got coming in here was Banks had cramps, in both.
Honestly, kind of was lifting off a bunch.
He fought it through. I think he had a little bit of a hammy going in there. I gotta go find out what exactly it was, but he was, he's fighting through. Again, look, there's no excuses on anything. When you lose 40-0, nothing's good enough, and I'll own that.
Okay. It sounded like
I think he is, but I haven't checked with those guys just yet.
Right, a loss like this can be kind of deflating. How do you keep the guys from getting too down over a loss like this?
Well, this league is humbling. It's a humbling league. I've said this many a times. It's the same thing as if you have a big win, not getting too high. This is an emotional game. Guys put everything they have into it. They prepared well. We practiced well, and we didn't put it together today. In every area, from, like I said, offense, defense, coaching, special teams, whatever, you name it. When you get 40-0, there's a lot of blame to go around, and I'll take the head of it.
You said looking at things with a critical eye.
Yeah.
Would you reevaluate your processes?
Well, you do that
from
every
how
week,
you got
Pat.
to this,
That's
or-
what you do as a head coach. You evaluate processes every week, whether you have 5 wins in a row, get blown out 40-0, have an off season. Every day after every game, you sit down and you evaluate processes. That's what you do as a coaching staff. You know, it's been like that ever since I've been in coaching.
What is it about Dallas that's kind of giving you guys issues this last year and a half or last
I'm
year?
not,
into this?
last year, I'm not worried about. This year, I mean, we had issues with every area we could have issues with tonight.
You guys got kind of booed as you were going off the field there at the end of the first half?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't playing well.
Take a couple more.
In the first quarter, you had to burn 2 timeouts for the substitution problems. I mean, how concerning was just the overall operation?
Yeah, like I said before, everything wasn't good enough from the get-go. That's why you get beat 40-0. That's my responsibility.
Did that surprise you that it didn't work like that? Because it is your second year. There were a decent number of players coming back. It wasn't like this was all brand new with new players and stuff.
In what regard?
Did it surprise you that you had some of those operational issues, some of the hiccups?
Yeah, there was one miscommunication, you know, on the offensive side, and then they ran people out, we ran people out, didn't get out in time, so, you know, took a timeout. So you never want those, you know, and that's on our end. So those are, you know, the multitude of things that we got to clean up.